Marvin, congrats on the win. Can you kind of talk to us a little bit about the spark that Caleb gave the offense when he came in?
He came in and he executed. He did what he was coached to do, and that was a big help for us. The fans were into it. Everybody was into it. And we just got rolling at that point, so that was huge for us and huge for the game.
Bob Prisbillo.
Marvin, let's start with that 52-yard touchdown in the corner of the end zone. Just take us through that play. Were you sure you had your footing?
To be honest, man, I just ran the route. I'm running. I see Caleb stepping up in the pocket. We kind of make eye contact, and he lets that thing go. But I had no idea where I was on the field. I didn't know I was in the corner. I didn't know that the only time I saw the pylon as I was falling down to my left. So, crazy play. I didn't know if I was in or not. I waited for the referee to give the signal, and B. Will came down. He told me he saw the whole thing with his own eyes. He said I was in. He picked me up, and special play.
Go to Eric Bailey next.
Marvin, I wanted to ask you, just what was Spencer's attitude like on the sideline? That's a tough call to get taken out of the game. What did he do? Did he stay engaged? Can you tell us a little bit about Spencer during that time?
Oh, yeah, for sure. He stayed engaged. He took it like a team leader. He's one of our captains, and we didn't make him captain just because he was starting quarterback. That's who the guy is. He's a huge leader. Caleb went in, he supported Caleb, he supported everybody else, kept talking to us and all that stuff, and that's what we need out of him. He's the guy. He's a team leader. He's a team captain, so that was huge for us.
I want to follow up real quick with another question. Just what was the message at halftime when you're still down 18? What was Lincoln's message to the team?
If I'm being honest, I don't really remember the message. I just know at that point no one was really down. We knew we had a lot of time. That first quarter went by so slow. That first half, we had a lot of time left on the clock. And we went out there, we played, we executed. That's what we did. We shifted the whole game around. It was special.
Thanks, Marvin.
Go to Ryan Chapman.
Hey, Marvin, I wanted to follow up on that just a little bit. I know you say you don't remember the message, but do you remember was it quiet and focusing at halftime? Was it loud, rowdy? I know Texas had gone in with that, field goal right before. What was the atmosphere like if you don't remember the message exactly?
It was kind of quiet. It's a little mix of both. First guy in there was kind of quiet. Coaches came in, we made the adjustments. It got kind of loud. Guys started picking up energy and stuff like that. And we built on it. No one was really down. No one was hanging their head. No one was pissed off. At the end of the day, we knew we had another half of football to play, and we made the most out of that opportunity, obviously.
And then in the second half, obviously the momentum swings in this game are unlike any other, but can you pinpoint a moment where the sideline really flipped it and felt like it was going to turn around? Because the fans were really up for it felt like, for the entire second half.
Yeah, second half, in my mind, it's just crazy. It just happened, It's everywhere. Huge experience for me, but the crowd was into it. The offense was rolling, defense was getting stops. We were doing whatever we wanted to out there, and that was a huge thing to this game. Helped us turn it around, but huge thank you to the fans. They kept it loud, even though it's half of them in that stadium. Texas was quiet most of the time until they scored that last touchdown. But at the end of the day, dude, we were already up on them at that point. So
Facts. Go to Jenny Carlson and then Justin Martinez after that. Jenny?
Hey, Marvin, you've played in 2 OU Texas games now that have both been pretty remarkable on the grand scheme of OU Texas. Can you just put into words what it means to be a part of, not just this rivalry, but now these 2 games, your first 2 experiences with this whole thing?
It's crazy. Last year we went in a 4 overtime game. I had the first touchdown in that game. I had a huge punt return in that game. And, I was a true freshman, so it was all kind of new. But coming in this year, to make a remarkable comeback that we did, you're down like both of those situations. You got to come back and you got to fight. 4 overtimes, that's not easy. No one will tell you it's easy. And to come back from that deficit we had, the way the game started off, 14-0 right out the gates. It's hard to do that. But, I thank God that was part of these games. It shows a lot about our team, shows a lot about us.
Go to Justin Martinez. One last question for Marvin.
Hey, Marvin, appreciate your time. You guys didn't have anyone rush for over 100 yards this season entering the game, and Kennedy did it pretty convincingly today, 217 yards on the ground. What did you see out of him?
Man, I didn't see much. I was out there blocking, but I love watching KB run. Even whenever I was a recruit coming to this school, watching film, I love watching KB run. Dude never goes down. First 2 tackles, I put my money on it. He's going to break them. He's just a special player, a special guy. But Yeah, I love him to death. That's my brother.
All right, guys, that's all we'll take. Marvin. Thanks, Marvin. Congrats on the win.
Thank y'all. Here comes Isaiah Thomas.